California. Welcome to the Late Late Show. I'm your host, TV's Craig Ferguson. Please sit down, relax. It's all right. We're informal. I have to tell you tonight, I'm in a quandary. I'm wrestling with a big issue. There is a huge debate raging in this country, and I know the red states feel one way and the blue states feel another way, and I won't say how I feel because I'm an immigrant. I got to kiss everybody's ass. Want to buy some oranges? The question is... the question on everybody's mind, of course, is who's going to be the next James Bond? In a reputable show business... A little bunny told me in a reputable show business magazine this week, Pierce Brosnan revealed that he'd been fired after 4 Bond films. Fired! Yes. And his replacement has not been named. Now, Brosnan apparently was fired on a telephone call. It wasn't even a phone in a shoe or a pen phone, you know, that turns into a machete or anything. One of those kind of... It wasn't one of those phones. It was just a regular phone. Bond, you're fired. For all we know, it could have even been just a rotary phone. Dignity. See... Pierce isn't sure why he was fired. He's not a bad actor. He's not. He's not a bad actor. Come on. He's a good guy. But let's face it, I could kick his ass. Anyone could kick his ass. He looks like he moisturizes. Come on. He's a metrosexual. He's all kind of, Oh, no, you didn't, Goldfinger. See, Bond needs to be suave, yes, but he has to be tough. He has to be tough. You know, Roger Moore wasn't that tough, I admit, but he wore a cravat. And admittedly, Pierce Brosnan could have kicked Timothy Dalton's ass, but the original Sean Connery could kick all of our asses, and he still could. He still could. 74. There is only one James Bond. As far as I'm concerned, and that is Sean Connery. Let's bring him back, even if he is 74. Bring him back! That's what I said. Senior Bond. Goldfinger! I've fallen and I can't get up. Don't know what this is, but apparently old people do that with their hands. Now, oh yes, I've started. I'm only in my 40s, and look. Now, I care about this because Sean Connery is practically he's a god in my Scotland. You know, my Scotland. Yes, it's mine. Where I'm from, Scotland. The first Bond movie was made in, Dr. No, made in 1962, the year I was born. And that's the one where Ursula Andress comes out of the ocean wearing a bikini with a dagger in her belt. You know, dagger in her bikini. Right, see, ever since then I've been attracted to chicks with daggers. Oh, there's a website. No. Connery, see, Sean Connery was an unapologetic Lothario. He shagged everybody. He didn't pretend to have feelings. He was unrepentantly sexist and violent. Just what we like in our heroes. That's what we like in our heroes. That's what we want. At least from professional basketball players. That's what we want. What, I'm making it up? Now, the first observation I ever had about Bond, that he was a suave, rich crime fighter, but he had a terrible travel agent. No matter where he went in the world, he'd check into a room, he'd lie down in the bed, and a giant spider would crawl across his... If that happens to me, I want an upgrade. I demand an upgrade. I want a bigger room, or at least a bigger spider. There's a true story about Sean Connery. I don't know if you know this. This is absolutely true. I swear it's true. He was doing a movie with the legendary actress Lana Turner, who at the time was dating an infamous gangster named Johnny Stompanato. And Stompanato, he was a mobster from the East. He came to the film set one day where Connery was working, and he brought out his gun and he said, "Don't go near my woman." And this is a true story. Connery cold-cocked him right there and then. Put him in... The guy had to be stretchered out. Taken away in a stretcher. It's absolutely true. Years later, Lana Turner's daughter actually killed Johnny Stompanato. Our teenage daughter killed Johnny Stormberg. So he couldn't have been that tough. I mean, it was... What, too soon? I don't know. It was what, 50, 60 something? I don't know. Anyway, what are we looking for in the modern James Bond? How about Mick Jagger? He's fashionable, globe-trotting Lothario, isn't he? All right, everybody, you're going over there. Well, yeah, now, get over there. Goldfinger, I don't think so. Should Bond even be British and white? Yeah, the world's changed now. There's many immigrants living in England, and it's not unheard of for an immigrant to be a Secret Service agent. Maybe from the Indian subcontinent. How about a Bangladeshi James Bond? Oh, the name's Bond. Bond. Ganesh Bond. 00711. 00711. Yes. Oh, yes. Here's a Slurpee that turns into a helicopter. It could get messy. I think I'll get letters. I'm not sure. The problem with Bond movies today is finding a good villain to enjoy. Because there's too many real bad villains in the world. I mean, Osama bin Laden is actually... He's like a Bond villain. I mean, he lives in a cave, he's a billionaire. He undergoes, dialysis all the time, and he's hell-bent on destroying the world. I know how we can find this guy. I know how we can find bin Laden. We need to start looking for anyone who's bought a lot of piranha fish for a 25,000-gallon shark tank. See what I'm saying? Someone who owns a giant laser beam. Or who has a pet cat or owl that he likes to stroke. You know what? Let's just go to the Blockbuster in Kandahar and find out who's been renting Goldfinger, because that's the guy. But who do you send after him? Sean Connery. Sean Connery. A tough guy. He's already been to Afghanistan and the man who would be king. For Connery, bin Laden would be a walk in the park. He could golf the bastard to death. I'm just playing through, you lice-infested, cave-dwelling, evil scumbag. Take that! I don't know. Let's start the show.